a new thing. I don't know. Can you guys hear that message where it says this is being recorded? Is that something you can hear too? Okay. All right, you guys. So I'm going to go ahead and get our team call started. So welcome to our June team call. Just for the record, just so you know, we only have one downline wide team call every single month. So you are part of this team, the Fit Fighter Nation. And so you're part of this downline. And we usually have our calls the first Monday of the month at 8 p.m. And we usually, I make sure the content is exactly what you need. And tonight, a lot of the content, the first part of the content is really kind of close to my heart. And then we're going to launch into something that we're bringing to our team in September, and I'm really excited about it. And so the subject of the call tonight is it's time to soar. And so before we even get started tonight, I want you, if you have any new coaches that are on this call live, like this is a really big deal. I want you to shout them out because this is really big, like to be on your first team call. I remember my first team call, we didn't have Zoom. I sound like a dinosaur when I say that. Like, did we live without Zoom before? Yeah, we did. We did like instant conference or something like that. We like called in and listened. I always sat at the kitchen table and like listened. I didn't have earbuds. I don't know if everybody in the whole house could listen or whatever, but I just remember being on a phone call. I actually think I was listening like on a phone call like that. It was so funny. Things have changed a lot, and I'm so glad I get to see you guys tonight and you get to see each other tonight. It's just a really, really big deal. I'm going to open up the chat so I can see what you guys are saying. Welcome, Bobby. Yay, Bobby, first team call. Hopefully, yes, shout out to my new coaches, Francesca and Valerie, that are on. Awesome, you guys. I'm so glad you made it a priority tonight. Yay, keep shouting out your coaches that are on today. The theme is it's time to soar. And I'm going to really dig into that. And when we first started the year, our theme of the year was making waves. And I loved that. And it was just like, it was exactly what we needed. And I feel like we've evolved and we made waves because we were making small ripples in the water, in the ocean, whatever body of water you want to think about, by being on our journey, by showing up on social, by taking action, by inviting people, by helping people get started on their journey. And waves make ripples, and ripples make even bigger waves and tsunamis of change and of impact that we can make as coaches. And that's what we get to do as coaches each day, just showing up, being on our journey, sharing our journey, inviting people to be on this journey with us, to be in our challenge groups, to be on our teams. We are making waves in people's lives and our lives and the lives of our team. And it's really impactful. And we're still making waves. But I think that I want to take this imagery to a different level, and I'm ready to do that for the second half of the year, because I don't know if you noticed or not, that the year's pretty much halfway over, that we have about half of the year left. And it's that really when June started and I made that revelation, I was like, what? Like, seriously? I feel like we waited for so long for a new year. And we started the year with these like massively, insanely awesome goals. And we were just so pumped up and we were so fired up, and still we were still pivoting, and we were still, going up and down and still trying to figure out our footing in this new kind of normal in our world. And here we are, and it's June and it's summer, right? And a lot of us had these crazy months with kids in school or going back to work or teaching, and just things were insane the first half of the year, and still navigating this world that we're living in right now and the realities of it. But here we are. And yes, we're still making waves, but I'm ready for us to have this visual of us like spreading our wings wide with this big wingspan, this big like impact that we're making, and not just impacting people at the surface, right? On the water, at the edge of the shoreline, but we are actually flying up and we are soaring, and we are taking our lives, our teams, our businesses to a completely different level. And I believe that you're ready for it. And I hope that you're ready for it too. And so instead of only making waves, yes, we're making an impact with our journey. Yes, we're making an impact still. But you guys, I want you to see yourself going to a new level, and you're on your journey. And I've seen so many of you oh my gosh, so inspiring, taking your journeys to the next level, doing things so scary and so hard, committing to challenges that you never have before. And I'm watching you soar. And it's also causing your business to soar, which is causing your teams to soar. And it's just really, really incredible when we actually take our eyes off of the trajectory in front of us, but we look up and we see where else we can go. And that's really what I want you to ask yourself is, where else can I go with this? And it's going to be different for everybody. Everybody has different goals and dreams, and we're all starting in different places, but we all have the exact same business and opportunity and products in front of us. You have an incredible team that you are part of with hugely successful leaders. You can do anything you want to do in this business and on your journey. We just have to commit to making it happen. And so I know, how are we halfway through, Laura? I know. Okay, I'm going to close the chat box for a while here. So I'm just going to keep moving on through here tonight. But I wanted to start tonight by celebrating where everyone is right now and what you've done like up to this point. And I'm basing it on our rank. And I want to start by where a lot of our coaches ended the year in the month of May when it comes to your rank. Okay. So I'm going to move. I don't know if you can see where you are on the screen, but at the end of May, we had Ruby coaches, we had Emerald coaches, we had coaches building their teams. Okay. And this is kind of the first levels of building your team as a coach. When you get to Ruby, or when you get to Emerald, you've got 2 coaches. When you get to Ruby, you've got 2 Emerald coaches on your team. You've got 4 coaches on your team, and 2 of those are Emeralds. It's really, really cool. And so you guys are awesome. So if you have some of your coaches that are on this list tonight, definitely shout them out. Like, this is a really, really big deal, because these coaches are not just showing up on their journey, they're sharing this, but they're building their teams as well. So these are all of our like current active Emeralds and Ruby coaches as of right now. Your rank is solid. It's good. It was there at the end of May. This is really, really awesome. I want to shout you guys out because this is a really big deal. Okay. So shout out your coaches if you see them on this list. And I'm really excited for you guys. So I'm going to go ahead and move forward. You guys can keep shouting people out on this list, but I'm also really excited about our coaches who are really greatly moving their teams forward. And in our business, that's Diamond and Star Diamond. And we have new diamonds this year. We already have 1, 2, 3, 4 new diamonds this year. Yes, shout people out for sure. We've got coaches and qualifications. Jenny Fellows and her team, Cheer Fit Nation, are in 2-star qualifications. We've got Shannon Daly. She's in 1-star qualifications. We've got coaches that are really doing awesome things and moving their businesses forward and growing as leaders this year as well. It's just really cool to see this happen. And I'm making a big deal out of this because these coaches have worked really, really hard. But also, this is something that I want on everybody's vision board between now and the end of the year, to be on this list of coaches building teams, of coaches that are not just keeping this to themselves, but they're extending the invitation of the team to other people, right? To their challengers, to their friends, to their family, to be a part of this with them. It's all about Diamond and beyond, you guys. If you want to take your business and your income and set yourself up for greater success, this is that step that does it. And I want to challenge everybody here. Like, you're on a team call. You obviously care about your business and being on this team and showing up. Like, this is some place that you go this year, that you make it happen. And Diamond is having a team of 12 people. 8 of them are yours personally sponsored. You've enrolled 8 people on your team. And 2 of your coaches are also Emeralds. Okay. And they've enrolled 2 people. You guys, this is where we're going. This is the expectation. Are you growing your business? Grow to Diamond. That's your next stop. Okay. And I know a lot of you here would love for that to happen, but it's time to just do it, to spread your wings and say, I'm going for it. I'm going to soar. We've seen Amanda do that this year. We've seen Anitra do that this year. We've seen Jenny and Russ build that business center this year. We've seen Laura do it this year. Like, you guys, like, it is possible. And we want to have so many more people on this recognition board. When you succeed and get to that diamond level, it also propels your team forward. It's not just about you. It's about your team. The effort, the impact, the accountability, the consistency that your coaches are showing up with, like, that seriously deserves recognition. And that happens when you build your business forward. When Megan's personally sponsored coaches advance to Diamond, that helps Megan's team, entire team. When Erica's personally sponsored coaches advance to diamond, that helps her entire downline. Okay. So it's not just about you and your goals. It's you also being there to help the team. It's what happens next. So if you're showing up, this is where we're going. Okay. We want to have more than Shannon and Jenny in qualifications to advance their team because their personally sponsored coaches are getting into diamond. Like, this is our responsibility. This is where we are going. And this is where I want you to have your sights, building your team. Okay. Now stay tuned to the team page, right? I'm going to do an Emerald call this week. Stay tuned to Rise Up Leaders. I'll be doing training in there about growing your team. Tune into the National Makeup Call today. Okay, that was an amazing call about growing your team. There's so much out there to help you grow your team. And literally, like, if you want to succeed, this is where we go. If you want to be in this for the long haul, a year from now, 2 years from now, you want the income from your business to greatly impact your family, this is where you're going. This is just what we do. Okay, we grow our teams as well. So I just wanted to make sure that was super clear and give a huge shout out and congratulations to our coaches who are doing that right now. It's really awesome. Okay, so this was something that has been really on my heart as we've gotten into the summer. Because I feel like that we've been on a constant roller coaster of seasons of change, and not just in the seasons of spring and summer and fall and winter, but all the seasons in our lives, right? Like, we've been pounded with different seasons. And I was thinking about this yesterday as I kind of like unplugged for the day and just was with my kids. And even today, like today, my business looked very different. I didn't sit down and start working my business until almost 3 o'clock today, when normally I would have started that at 9 a.m. And that's because I'm in a different season and today was a different day and I had to navigate with all the things that were going on in my family today. And so I've been thinking about this a lot because I've also been reading a lot and seeing a lot on social media about this concept of having balance. And I'm going to touch on that here in a second. But I just want to be so honest with you all, this summer season that we're in, right? A lot of you are parents, or your jobs are a little different in the summer. I know the people that I'm working with, they feel like they have more time, but they're also kind of like trying to do all the things and fit it all in the summer. So they actually are like super busy. But every season is always going to bring new challenges, which I like to think about them as blessings. Today, I mean, I got to take Tyler to basketball camp. And David's team got to play in the sectional tournament for boys golf. I got to have Avery all to myself for like 4 hours today. We ran around and got coffee and went to Home Goods and got some stuff for our new house. Like, we did a lot of great things today. And instead of being stressed because I was like, oh my gosh, when am I going to work? When am I going to get my stuff done? When am I going to check off the stuff on my list? I was just like, girl, inhale it, take it all in. This is a season. And it's going to look different for me right now. And I wanted to be honest with you about that, because I think a lot of times when we find ourselves in seasons of change, it's kind of hard because we're trying to make things fit in a perfect little box. And we're trying to make it almost like look the way it did yesterday. And I feel like every day of my life is different. And so every day I try to wake up and I'm just like, try to fill myself with gratitude for this business and what we are a part of, that it gets to be a part of my day. Because I thought about that last night. What would I have been doing last night or today, okay, had it not been for this business? I'd have been doing a lot of sitting around, a lot of moping around, a lot of probably trying on 4 different outfits today, trying to find something that fit, that I felt comfortable in. I would not have had my phone blowing up with messages of girls that are excited about all of our plans for Summit. You know, I had lots of people like in my inbox today with positivity, and I had people to cheer on today, people who were cheering me on today. I probably would have watched Netflix and just sat on my butt and not wanted to play with my kids or have all of this fun energy for my family today. Like, had it not been for this business, right? Also, had it not been for this business, I'd still be working full-time as a teacher on summer break, probably just like, I don't even know where my head would be at this point in time. But right now I have this space where I can feel grateful for it. And I want to pass that on to you, because when we find gratitude for our seasons, even when they feel hard, We will find joy and peace on this journey as a coach. Nothing has to be perfect at all, but we got to show up. And so I want you to, if you have a pen, paper, and you're taking notes, I want you to do the very first thing I want you to write down tonight. Okay, put pen to paper. And just whatever is in your head right now, I want you to write this down because I want you to start your day reading this tomorrow. Is what about your business are you eternally grateful for today? Right now, in this exact moment, all the things that you're grateful for about your business or this team or your coach, your tribe, all the things that this business brings to you because you said yes to being a coach. What are you eternally grateful for today in this moment? And why will you never, ever give up on it? I want to give you a moment to write that down. I want to like see everybody writing something down. Okay. And I know, Valerie, you're like walking. So you're like, I can't write down. But man, put it in your head, girl. Okay. Voice memo it to your notes or something. And then if you want to also even put some of those, oops, I wanted to put the chat on, but I didn't do that. What, if you want to start to add some of these moments or items of gratitude in the chat box as well. I love to see what you all are thinking as well when you get a chance. I don't know if you can type and write at the same time. I can. Why are you grateful for it today? Laura, the ability to be home with my kids during the summer. Kristen, I'm so grateful for the lifestyle it's helped me to live. Anitra, the amount of personal, physical, and mental growth I've had. Carolyn, I'm grateful for the community of it. I never have to feel alone on my journey. Haley, I'm grateful for my coach Lily for checking on me when I'm not always my best, and I wouldn't give up because I want to be that for someone else. The flexibility I have as a coach to do things on my schedule at my pace and on my terms. Stephanie, giving me a purpose outside of work and family time for me. I can like say me too, right? On all of those. Gaining new friends and business partners. Kristen, friends. Love it. This is awesome. How high energy I feel every day because my fitness and nutrition is top priority. Stephanie McDonald, I have gotten to meet so many new people I wouldn't have met otherwise. Love it, you guys. Keep adding if you want to. That's really, really cool. I love it, love it, love it. Okay, so keep writing what you're grateful for and start the day out by looking at that. And then also, as we're growing our teams, right? A lot of times we like freeze up and we're like, oh my gosh, you want me to invite somebody to my team? This is why, right? These reasons that you see in the chat box, because it is going to be that light for someone else. Because when your coach is on this call and they write that in the chat box, it makes you just feel on fire. Like, I'm so glad I did not hold back, right? I mean, it's so awesome. Erica, eternally grateful for the ability to create and live life by design. The business has enabled me to become my best self and help others do the same. Rose, I'm grateful for the group of women I have found that inspire me daily and lift me up when my spirits are down. That's awesome. And now the second part of that is what I don't want you to forget is why you will never give up on it, right? Why will you never give up on it? Like there's so many times, you guys, where I've been like, what are you doing? Why are you making things harder, right? Why? Like, why? And when things are tough, right, you doubt yourself, you get into that self-doubt. That's something that we all do, right? Because our brain wants to protect us from anything bad. And so our brain is like, girl, you need to stop, like time out, this is bad. But that's just the self-doubt talking, right? Of the limiting beliefs that we all talk about. And so when we know why we're never going to give up on it, we can totally go against all of those red lights or be like, nope, not true, not quitting today because of this reason. And I know there's so many times where I've thought that myself. And then I'm like, how could I live without this? Right? Like, how could I like not lead a challenge group? How could I never drink Shakeology, right? How could I not have Beachbody in my life? How can I not be part of this? Like, I just can't even, I don't even want to think about it. There's so many times where I've said that to many coaches. I don't even want to think about life without this, you know? And so maybe think about that too. Like, why will you never give up on this? Why will you never give up on your business, your team, your goals? It's just so, so, so important. And Jenny, because little eyes are watching my every move, that's so true. I always think that all the time, like, am I going to quit and let my children see me quit? Heck no, I never want them to quit anything, you know? So it's so good. You guys keep adding. This is so good. I'm going to come back and read this. Really, really good. Okay. So moving forward, I've been reading, well, I'm pretty much done. Like, I'm honestly savoring, okay, this book. And it's called Believe It. And I remember, I think it was Melissa Ortiz shared this on a Sweaty Saturday. And she read from that. And I was like, I got to have that book. Like, she's like, I love it. I love it. I love it. I'm going to read it again and again and again. So Jamie Kern Lima's book, Believe It, really good. I read something yesterday that I said, oh my gosh, I have to share this with you guys tonight. And it kind of deals with this concept of balance. Because when we're building a business and we're working a full-time job and we're maybe a parent or a spouse or a sibling, or we have all these other responsibilities, there's a lot of like imbalance. And I think a lot of us, for the most part, are trying to seek this balance, right? If I could do this, this, and this, then I would have it all figured out and then I would be amazing. Okay, well, my balance today is like not doing my hair and putting it in a braid and throwing on the first like outfit that I saw because I had other priorities today, and not getting ready completely was one of those, right? Like, we can't have it all together and have this perfect vision of like, I am an amazing business owner, advancing my business forward and succeeding at the top and doing all the other things in my life perfectly. It's just really, really hard. And I think during the summer, when a lot of us have children home or other responsibilities that are kind of weighing on us, we're always seeking balance. And it's just really hard to do. In fact, I want to say it's nearly impossible to do. And so I wanted to take that weight off of you, but I wanted to share with you something that Jamie said in her book, because if you don't know Jamie, I'm talking about her like we're best friends, because I feel that way after reading this book. But she's the founder and the CEO, the creator of It Cosmetics. She became a soaring hit on QVC, and her company was bought out by L'Oreal, and she was the first female CEO of the L'Oreal Corporation. And she also was told that she would never succeed in the makeup business in the beauty industry because of her weight and the way she looked, her lack of style, and she had rosacea on her face. And so she was told she would never succeed and no one would ever loan her $1 and help fund her business. But then later, like 8 years later, after building her business, she sold it for $1 billion to L'Oreal. So see, I mean, like, it's just an amazing story of just persevering over all odds. But she said this: I don't think achieving balance is possible. I believe balance, as it pertains to juggling all the important aspects of our lives equally, is a lie. And when we believe that lie is the truth, we end up feeling like a failure all the time. And I know I'm really guilty of that. Like, I've heard myself say, I suck as a mom, or I suck as a business owner. I suck because I can't do all of the things. And that's because I'm trying to achieve balance in all areas. Well, today I was a great mom for the first part of the day. And the second part of the day, I was all in on my business as soon as David got home. And what were the kids doing? I don't know. It doesn't matter, because my focus was on my business. I can't be all the things to everyone all the time if I want to be good at something, right? We end up feeling like a failure all the time. And feeling that way takes even more energy, which means even more has to give. If we're feeling like we're failing all the time, it means we're feeling that way in the presence of our kids, on date night with our partner, and in the time we carve out for self-care. So it means we're actually robbing ourselves of being fully present in all of those moments. This is a lesson I wish I had learned so much sooner in life, but it's one I know now. We have the power to decide where our focus and energy go. And we need to choose it carefully, because something else will give when we make this choice. Once you choose what matters most to you in life and where you want to focus your time and energy, then you have the opportunity to do your best at being present in that moment. When you're at work, be all in and fully at work. When you're with your kids or family or friends, put your phone away and don't allow yourself to think about work, and be fully present and all in with your family. When you're carving out time for true self-care, be fully present and fill yourself up unapologetically. Realize you will never be able to do all of these things in balance. If you believe that lie, if you believe the lie that you will, it can rob you of ever being present and truly enjoying all of the most important areas of your life. I thought that that was huge. I thought it was critical. I needed to read it again, and I needed to read it to you, because this summer I want you to have so much fun, and I want you to go camping, and I want you to do the things and have all the things happen. Okay. But I also know that you can build your business in a massively impactful way. You can soar this summer with your business. And the only tip that I have for you, if you want to grow your business and you want to have fun, all you have to do is schedule, like you schedule your workouts for Power Hour on your schedule. Right now, this week, know what time you're working your business. Is it a pocket? Is it 30 minutes? Is it an hour? Is it 20 minutes? Is it in the morning? Is it at night? Is it on your lunch break? Right? Do that. Also, do a Sunday game plan. I do that with my coaches. We jump on a Zoom on Sunday and we hold ourselves accountable to planning out our business. We share our ideas. We talk about what we're going to post on social. Get together a group of coaches and plan together. Okay. And then not only that, jump on live power hours where someone else is leading them, or get a group together and lead them together. I know coaches are doing that. I'm doing that with coaches. Like, it's my accountability. It's your accountability. It's everybody's accountability. But if you're not a part of our Rise Up Leaders page yet, that's where we've got a really awesome group of coaches that are collaborating on leading group power hours at 2 and 3 different times a day. It's amazing, but there should never be a reason why. And so if you just have that time, you block it off. You've got your boundaries around it. You're like, sorry, you guys, I can't do that right now. I'm going to go work my business. 1 hour, close the door, you lock yourself in the closet, whatever it takes, jump on a Zoom, have accountability partners, whatever it is, get it done. It's that easy to create consistent momentum in your business, right? It doesn't take hours. It doesn't take hours a day. It really, really doesn't. And the more you do it, the better you get at it. Okay. And you will learn how to work that business if you don't know how yet on those power hours. So that's my story and I'm sticking to it. Okay. So I hope that if you don't have a PD book, you go pick up this one because it's really good. It's very inspiring. And if you haven't yet scheduled your power hours for the week, you do that. And if you're not part of the Rise Up Leaders page, you ask your coach to add you. All right. Okay. So I'm going to kind of go through this part quickly. Okay. Because you've kind of already been there in your head a little bit when I started this call tonight. And so I talked to you about, we started 2021 making waves. Okay. So on your piece of paper, in the Zoom, whatever it is, drop down some of these ideas here. How did you make waves in 2021? If you're a new coach, you're making waves already because you joined and you are starting this coaching journey right now. How have you made waves as a coach in 2021? Write it down, add it to the chat. What are you proud of in 2021 that you accomplished, that you completed, that you achieved, right? Goals that you had. I mean, I'm thinking about so many of you in the programs that you completed in 2021, right? Or never missing a day of your Shakeology, right? Or whatever. There's so many awesome things that you did in 2021 so far. What has gone well for you? What is working for you this year? What do you maybe need to bless and release this year? What's not working? What is something you need to let go of, right? This year so far. It's a good middle of the road kind of check-in with yourself. Personal journey, health journey, business journey, the things that you have done, achieved, that you're proud of, what's working, maybe what's not working. So write it down. Also, you can add anything to the chat box. I'm just processing this this reflection so far. I think it's an important thing to do right now. I'm reading your chat. That's great, Laura. I'm consistently inviting and people are saying, yes, you're going to bless and release balance. I'm glad I shared that tonight. Letting go of limiting beliefs that allowed me to free myself and realize I can do big things. Yes, Anitra. I love it. Yeah, keep sharing, keep writing. Aw, found my inner happy Jenny. I just missed yours, Megan. Proud of my new coaches for advancing and showing up, blessing and releasing things that do not bring me joy or cause stress or anxiety. Yes, that is a choice. Hey, Carolyn, I'm almost at success started. That's so cool. 2 programs, lost 20 pounds since January. That's incredible. Valerie, my comeback was greater than my fault. Amen. Love that. That's so good. You guys keep writing, keep sharing. I love it. Okay. So then now we're starting to focus now, moving forward. And this is the point of reflection. It's kind of like, where was I? What have I done? Let's celebrate that. But let's also like see what was working or not working and let's move forward. Now we're going to finish 2021 soaring with just imagine your wings open, right? And you're just going to fly. And I love this. I love that visualization. And so now it's time to decide, putting pen to paper, how will you soar as a coach in the next 6 months? What's your plan? What do you want to do? What are you committed to doing? What's that going to look like? These are just, you don't have to answer all of these questions. These are just kind of ideas here. How does it feel? I mean, when you imagine yourself soaring, showing up for your business, growing your team, helping people, changing lives consistently, growing in income, I mean, like, what does that feel like, right? Working on your own journey, thinking about that. And why does this matter to you? Right? Going back to that again. Oh, Jane, I'm so proud of you too. That's super hard. How will you soar as a coach in the next 6 months? What does that look like? And how does it feel? Why does that matter to you? I'm all about visualizing where you're going, who you're becoming. If we stay the same today, in 6 months from now, is that okay with you? Or do you want to grow in certain areas in your life, on your journey, in your business? Think about that. Because in this business, when we grow, this is the reality check that I love. When we grow, we help other people grow. When we grow our business, that means we're helping connect other people to this. And that's really cool. I think there's something really powerful about being part of work that impacts other people. You know, it's never just about us. None of this is. When you think about how you will soar, it's not about you. Because when you soar, it means there's massive changes happening in the lives of other people too. That's what's cool about this business. That's why I will never give up on it. Because I can never imagine not being a part of helping other people get results as well. Because it's a really, really powerful thing when that happens. Love it. Here's some goals coming in. I love this. Kristen, being unapologetic, getting rid of limiting beliefs and changing lives around me. Laura, finished 2021 as a 2-star. Anitra, in the year as a 1-star. Laura, it feels amazing to know that I can support myself financially. Amen. Right? That's such a great revelation. Yeah, keep it coming, you guys. And write it down. You know, think about it. If you don't know the answers, write down the questions. It's something you can work on tomorrow. Okay. So when setting goals, I like to kind of think about milestones, right? Because if I'm just like by the end of the year in 6 months, I like to take goals or, you know, this idea of becoming and breaking it down into smaller bite-sized segments. I think it makes it more attainable. So we have 2 major milestones coming up in our business. Okay. And the first one is soon. I'm so excited about it. I was kind of bummed that it got, you know, the in-person event got canceled, but I know a lot of us are planning to get together in person in our smaller little groups of people. But our first milestone coming up is Summit. And that's the Team Beachbody Coach Summit, July 14th through 16th. I think I got those dates right. I hope so. Because right now I'm like, are those the right dates? But it's It's in July. Okay. You guys, this is free. It's all virtual. Okay. Again, some of us are getting together in smaller groups. You can get together in people's houses as you feel comfortable. You can jump on Zoom, watch parties, and do it with people. But there's going to be coach work, like there's going to be super trainer workouts, there's trainings, there's the Beachbody Challenge, there's celebrations. It's going to be something you do not want to miss as a coach. Okay. But there's also always a lot of recognition centered around this. So like, I know the group of coaches that I'm going with, we're going to be doing some recognition. And I hope that there's some new diamonds at this event, because we have a special diamond night at this team summit. Okay. But you guys go register for this. Okay. CoachSummit.com. All you have to be is a coach. You register and you get to go to the Coach Summit. Okay. And attend virtually. But that's the thing, is I want you to think about, okay, well, how far away is Coach Summit? Okay. So that's about 5-6 weeks away. So in 5 to 6 weeks, where do you want to be in your business by summit? Okay. So when that rolls around, that's a great deadline for you to think about that. What do I want to have accomplished in the next 5 to 6 weeks? Because that's urgent right there. And that's saying, okay, well, if my goal is to make sure I'm a diamond coach, or my goal is to make sure I'm a success starter, my goal is to make sure that I earn back the cost of my products or make $500, right? Whatever your goal is for yourself and your business, whatever you would like to accomplish this year in your business, narrow it down and decide, what do I want to do by summit in the next 5 to 6 weeks? Okay. That's where you start now, is where will you be in your business by summit? So write that down. And what's it going to take, right? Is it going to take, maybe think about power hours or game plans or whatever, getting a success partner, whatever it is, you know, what's it going to take for you to achieve that in the next 5 to 6 weeks? So write that down. Too far. Don't look yet. Okay. 5 to 6 weeks. Maybe it's earning back a rank. Maybe it's getting back to Emerald, getting back to Diamond, helping inactive coaches get active, right? We've got a launch of 645. We're going to be gearing up for. We've got sample workouts. We've got, what else is coming up? We've got the, oh my gosh, Cookies and Creamy, June 22nd, like all of that's happening. You're going to be able to make some massive changes, you guys. Like, your business is going to explode in June and July. I mean, you want to be here for it. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be so incredible. I cannot wait. I just feel like people are, there's a perception of time, and there's a perception, like I had new challengers say like, oh, I feel like I have time to bake or try these new recipes. Time's always been there, but the summer gives people a perception of being able to invest in themselves, I think, a little bit more. Melanie, I'll get back to Diamond very soon. Yes, girl, yes, let's do it. Okay, so write it down, put it in the chat, and we're gonna move on to our second milestone, okay? So this is the big unveiling, you guys. Okay, our second milestone. I'm gonna close my chat box here. Our second milestone is a live in-person team event. Yes, that we will be hosting for our team. And so it is in person. So it is in Carmel, Indiana at the Ritz-Charles, and it's on Sunday, September 26th from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. This is not a virtual event. It is an in-person event, okay? I know not everyone on our team lives in Indiana, but I'm just channeling that you are maybe gonna figure something out and be able to make some magical things happen, and maybe be able to travel to Indiana and be here with us. I think it's something you're going to want to be a part of. If you've ever been to a Super Saturday, this event might feel like that, but it'll just be our team, and it'll be really magical and really, really wonderful. And I'll go through kind of a tentative agenda and all that kind of stuff with you, but the tickets for this event go on sale tonight. And why this is another milestone for you is that on Sunday, we'll be having our big team-wide event, but on Saturday night before, we will be doing something really special for our current active Diamond coaches and above on our team. We'll have a cocktail reception, a photo shoot, and a dinner together on that Saturday night beforehand on September 25th. And so you'll want to be a Diamond when you wake up then that Thursday before, which I think is like the 23rd. Okay. I'm not looking at a calendar. I'm just doing it from memory. And so that would be an amazing goal date for all of you who are pushing to move your business forward and want to be a part of something really awesome and be recognized in a really special way. And so this event, and I know Jenny is going to talk a little bit about this later, is going to have some massively awesome recognition for everyone. And so you're just going to want to be a part of this. Okay. So where will you be in your business by September 26th? When we walk into that room together and you sit down with your team, not just the big team, but your team. And you have coaches there that are attending with you. And they have coaches there attending with you. Where will you be in your business then? You've got plenty of time. You have more than enough time to make some really awesome strides in your business. What will you have accomplished by that point? And what's it going to take? And are you willing to do that, to dig in and do that work? And maybe you don't know, right? Then if you don't know what it's going to take to get where you want to go, then after this call tonight, you are reaching out to your diamond or star diamond upline. And you're like, okay, I'm making this happen. Will you help me get a plan in place? Right? That's what you're doing. How will it feel to walk in that room with your team and the music's on and we're just having a blast and we're taking photos together and your team's there and you did it, right? That's what I want you to think about. I'm not talking about, you guys, hit your milestones and your goals by the end of the year. Do it by September 26th. We don't need that much time. Not when we have all these incredible launches coming up. Not when we're going to be in person with our team and we're going to be recognizing the crap out of your achievements. Make it happen by then. Don't wait until the end of the year. Nope, not going to happen. Let's do it now. Okay, let's dig in now and let's make magical things happen now. Impacting lives, inviting people to be a part of this with you. So you can share it in the chat box, right? Okay, but I'm going to keep going. All right, so I want to talk a little bit about this and then I'm going to start passing it over. I'm really excited about this. So our tickets are on sale now. Okay, so the tickets went live at 8:30 tonight, and there's 4 types of tickets to this event. It's 9 to 1. We've got Keyshawn Graves coming in. We've got Emily Schwabach. She's an Instagram expert for small business owners. She's also a member of this team, which is really, really cool. Keyshawn's fire and light and energy and everything. I've got videos from each of them that I was going to play tonight, but I think I'm going to save those and drop those on the team page to help get you excited about the event too, where they will introduce themselves and tell you more about what they're going to teach you and train and what you're going to leave, what kind of tools you're going to leave with. But it's going to be incredible. But we have a planning committee that's been working on this, already put in a lot of hours putting this event together. And from the details to the agenda, to the swag, to the photographer, to the theme, to the everything. And we are very, very excited about this. But we're hosting it at an event venue. We will follow their COVID-19 protocols at that time. Things are ever changing. So you'll get an email update if you register for the event about what those COVID-19 protocols are. And so I'm not worried about those right now. Everything will be perfectly fine. But we'll do what they want us to do in their venue right beforehand based on the changes that are constantly being made. But there's 4 types of tickets. We do have a non-coach guest ticket because we would love for you to invite people that are thinking about being a part of the team to this event. Your Rockstar Challengers, your Dream Team people, like invite them to this. We also are giving a special ticket price to the 2020-2021 coaches because this will probably be your first live team event. And we want to make sure you are in the room. And so those tickets are discounted because we want to make sure you are there and you do not miss your first team event, your first Team Beachbody event. We also have early bird tickets too for everyone who's not a 2020 or 21 coach. Okay, and those will be on special starting now until midnight on the 4th of July. So I picked that date so you would remember it, but the 4th of July, okay, is when you want to get those early bird tickets, and any tickets purchased after that are just going to be that general admission price. But the cost of tickets will not cover the cost of the event. I just want you to know that. And so this is maybe to not even break even, just so you know that. But we are paying for this event. This is a paid event because we are going to get you in a room and make sure it's an awesome event. And so the price of the tickets will not even help us break even, but that's okay. right? We just want to make sure this event happens. So that's why there is a ticket price to get close to breaking even. All right. And so the last thing I want to cover for you is just to kind of a tentative agenda, just so you have an idea of what we're going to be doing at the event, so you can see the value and how much fun it's going to be. But the first half hour, like, you want to make sure you're like, I get there at 9, I get there at 9, get there at 9, because that's where we're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to have a photo booth. We're going to have a photographer there taking pictures of you and your team. And I mean, we haven't had photos together in so long. We're going to get our photos together. Okay. But most of that's going to happen at the beginning of the event. Keyshawn Graves will speak. We're definitely going to have killer recognition. We're going to have a coach panel. Emily's going to train you. We're going to work out together. Our own coaches are going to lead a workout for you. It's going to be a blast. Okay. So just make sure you're there. And traveling from out of town. Okay. Like, let's do it. Let's figure it out. Let's get a hotel room together, whatever you need to do, bunk up, whatever. Okay. Have summer parties, whatever you feel comfortable with, whatever you want to do. But I hope that you will be at the event. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen here, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to look at my list. I don't remember who we said was first tonight, but the members of our planning committee wanted to jump on really quickly and tell you a little bit about like what you could expect and why they really want to make sure that you are in the room as well. Okay, so I think I have first up is Jenny. Is that first one? Yeah, Jenny.
Hey, you guys. Okay, Erin kind of briefly talked about the excitement of recognition and photographer and photos, because, you know, kind of like, and there's swag, but that'll be talked about. If we don't have the t-shirt and we don't have the picture, did it even really happen, right? So there's going to be lots of pictures. We're hoping for a backdrop so we can have fun team pictures and recognition. We are so good at using that vital behavior and recognizing our coaches, recognizing our challengers, but now it's time to recognize all of you guys. Okay. So we're going to have a stage set up. We're going to call people up on stage. We're going to recognize people for ranks, for success starters. I don't have the list in front of me of all our recognition, but we want to shout you out. And we have a lot of recognition to do because, like Erin said, it's been 2 years since we've been together and been able to recognize people. So get your pretty smiles on and be ready to take lots of pictures and get recognized.
Well, and we're going to have gifts for some of you guys too that get recognized.
Yes. All from the heart. Made with love. They're going to be made with love. I'm going to pass it on over to Gina.
Sorry about that. Hello, ladies. Hello. We are so super excited about, as you can tell in my face, about this event coming up. And we hope that you will join in on the great things that we have. I don't know about you, but I know that when I go into spaces with my sisters, I love for us to be in the same sort of kind of gear. It just brings us closer together, and we are preparing all of that for you. So get ready to be in some soft, nice colors. We're working it out for you to maybe have some hoodies, a long sleeve and a short sleeve option, but we want you to have an amazing time in the space. We want you to be comfortable. The price range will be pretty reasonable for you, so we want to make sure that that can happen. We're working it out so that you can do pre-orders and that it'll come directly to your home is the plan for right now. So you won't have to wait till the day of. You'll have plenty of time to plan ahead for this so that you can be in the space with your gear on. You can match your earrings, your makeup, and all that with it too for the photos. We don't want you to miss out. And if you're like me and you're not girly all the time, that's okay. We want to make sure that it's neutral for everyone to have a great time and feel really good and confident about what they're wearing, their look, and the opportunity just to be in an environment of women that are supporting and loving on you is just so phenomenal. So we look forward to sharing that with you.
Love it. Okay, awesome. Casey, you're up next.
Hey, so to follow Gina, I am just so excited to see ladies that I've only seen online for the last 2 years. And I'm gonna have to work on matching all my earrings and things like Gina. So, okay. So besides all of the fun swag and the workouts and the training, raise your hand if you work extra hard for that free t-shirt at the end of the workout. So I'm in charge of giveaways. So we will have a couple times throughout the night where we'll have some break time and we'll have some fun giveaways, maybe some extra swag or PD books or product. We're not sure yet, but lots of fun, exciting giveaways. And there'll be lots of ways to earn chances for that, raffles, maybe, you know, some fun contest kind of things throughout the day. So just, it's going to be an all around fun event. So that's my role, and I'm passing it on to Laura.
Hey, everybody. Can you hear me?
Mhm.
Okay. I'm using earbuds I don't always use. So I love a good t-shirt. I'm not going to lie. So Gina, and I love a good prize. I never win, but I love it. But I love more than any, especially now after the last year and a half that we have had, is getting together with human beings and feeling their energy and being in the same room with them. And like, I just went to a graduation party this weekend, which was crazy. And it was so amazing. It was amazing more than I remember it being amazing before, because I think we all just appreciate that so much, and we need that so much after not having it for a while. So the thing that I am truly most excited about this event is just the freaking ability to get together. Like, I love Summit, and I was classic case of, I went to Summit. I was working the business a little and I loved it a little, but I went to Summit and I walked away with that. If she can do it, I can do it. And that feeling of bonding with a bunch of people I didn't even know, I had never even met. Those live group workouts are amazing. So I am just so excited to get in the same space, to hear these amazing speakers in person, to do a live workout. Like, if you have not been to one of these, like Erin said, we're doing a discounted ticket for the newer coaches. If you've never been to a live Beachbody event, schedule it in, make it happen. I don't care what's happening that weekend, make it happen. So it's going to be awesome. Live events are everything, and we haven't had one in forever. So that's what I'm super excited about. So I'm going to pass it on to Lindsay.
Hi, everybody. Thanks, Laura. So I am really excited just to share about our panel. And for whether you're a coach who's been on this team for a long time, whether you just started, or maybe you're somewhere in between, we will be listening to some stories from real life people on this team, some of whom have just started coaching, some of whom have had their entire lives changed by just this whole mindset, the whole shebang of nutrition, exercise, mindset, and team. And another person who has been in the 645 test group. So the panel is going to be short and sweet, but it's also going to really highlight what you hear all of us talking about why this community matters, about how to start it, about how you can fit to everything. You maybe live in the Indy area. We really want this team to come together and make sure that we have all 100 seats filled. And Erin said, maybe if we have a few extras, we might be able to, just nudge the Ritz and see if they'll let us expand that open. So our goal is 100 people to come here. And we really want to keep in mind that these live events are what might light the fire of somebody who doesn't necessarily want to go all in on coaching just yet, but it might just light the fire that gets them going on their personal journey. It might light the fire to get them on a business journey. Who knows what it could do for them? Because especially when we hear a panel of people who are just getting started, people who've been in a test group, it will hit some big heartstrings, and we cannot wait for you to hear these stories and your people to hear these stories. So call to action to Fit Fighter Nation right now. Who do you know that you want in the room? Who do you know that isn't on this call that you want in the room to feel this energy? And to make sure that they get their tickets by July 4th. Get that early bird ticket price. And let's see if we can fill the room by July 4th. All right, Erin, back to you.
I don't really have much more to say, you guys, but we're gonna go, right? We're doing this thing. I think this is the perfect just kickoff to the second half of the year. We're soaring, and we're soaring into Summit. We're soaring into SOAR, right? And there's gonna be more that happens. Like I am planning something that I announce at SOAR at the end of the event that will then get you to the next step, okay? And so just hold on to that. You want to be there and you want to hear that as well. Let's do it. Okay, let's just do it and let's share it. And again, this information is not meant to stay here. It's meant to be shared. And I want you to share it on your stories tonight, right? Of what you are excited about and what you will be doing with your business. And you are looking for motivated people that want to do it. You share it with your team pages, you share it with your challengers, you get it out there tonight. But I am nervous that 100 tickets will not be enough. Okay. And so I really do think that you should get them quickly. I don't think I mean, obviously check your schedule. You have time to check your schedule, but I wouldn't wait on it too long. All right. And I would not wait to share this. All right. All of the information is on the Fit Fighter Nation Facebook page. I made an event before this call that has the information. It also has the Eventbrite link. As well, the Eventbrite link. So you'll get your tickets on Eventbrite as well. Okay. All right. So I'm so excited about this, you guys. All right. So are you in? Are you going to go? Are you going to be there? I mean, the workout will be super fun too. I know. I mean, like we didn't really talk much about the workout, but you guys, it's going to be so killer. Like our own coaches are going to be leading the workout. I think they're still working out the details of that. So I don't necessarily want to like say what it is because I don't know exactly all those details. But super pumped and excited. Loved seeing your faces tonight. I will upload this recording tonight, share it in the morning because I have boundaries with my time and I got to unwind myself. And so I'll share the recording to this team call to the team page in the morning, but the Eventbrite link is there. You can tag people, share it, that kind of thing on your team pages now. All right, you guys. So let's grab a quick photo and then we will call it a night. So thanks for being here.